if you're into lifting weights and you're at a point where you could really use a good routine, something that's grounded, something that's well thought out, well explained, easy to follow, that's going to get the job done, I think I might be the right person for you. So if you go to trainwitheddy.fit, that's my website. I have my own app developed by me. So I'm 50 years old. I've been working out since I was 12 years old. Never stopped, and that's maintaining a normal life. I'm a regular guy. I own my own business. I got kids, the wife, the whole 9 yards. So I got a very busy life, and I've always maintained it. And what I can attest to is that in all that period of time, I've never had a major injury or tear. So I think I've done things the right way, and I think it comes down to my training system. And it's gotten better throughout the years, and it's got to the point where I think I'm at the pinnacle of my knowledge, just by simple trial and error, and all the time I've been doing this. I've now developed my own app that's on that website, trainwitheddy.fit. That app is available to you. It's my full body program. It includes abs and calves. We don't neglect everything. It's going to take you through everything you need. It does progressive overload and what's called deloading weeks, which I'll explain, which I think is the reason why I've never had a major injury. So for $14.99, you can pick up this entire program. It's a one-time fee at trainwitheddy.fit. Scroll through the app first. Scroll through it all you want. Check it out. See what you think about it. Before you pick it up, you can DM me any questions you have. And then for that $14.99, it's less than $15. Here's what you get. You get the app, which you download to your phone within minutes. It's going to be right there on your screen. You get a printable PDF, which explains the whole routine that you could have on paper. So if you want to look at it right on paper, you got it. And you get me for DMing any questions about the routine, the exercises. If you don't understand an exercise, I will send you videos. If you have questions, I'll answer your questions. If you have an injury, if it's possible to work around it, I'll show you alternatives or what we can do there. And if you're working out at home or your gym has limited equipment, you can still do this program. Just let me know, and I can give you the alternative exercises, most likely with dumbbells, that'll do the same thing as a machine. But it's a 4-day split, and then you repeat. It's a 12-week program, but it doesn't end at 12 weeks. In the 13th week, you're going to repeat the program, and that's where the magic happens, because you recorded everything on my app, so everything is fully transparent and recorded. On week 13, this is where the magic really starts happening, because you're going to go back to week 1, look at what your numbers were, and you're going to look to go, not a lot, just a little bit higher. So now you're starting at a higher point, and you're going to progress 12 weeks from there, and then you're going to do it again. So this program can take you out quite a long time, and the makeup of the program is chest, back, arms, legs. Now, if you notice with a split like that, you didn't hear me say shoulders. It's not that we don't train shoulders, but we don't have a shoulder day, and that is by design. And I think that's actually the best way to go. At my age, I've never had a tear, but what I did have is I got to the point where I was really getting frozen shoulder, and it was getting really bad. And I think the problem, especially as you get older, maybe it's not so much when you're younger, you can compensate for it more, but the problem was having a dedicated shoulder day. I think that caused me a problem. I think it was overtraining on the shoulders. So I no longer have a shoulder day. I actually only do 2 exercises for shoulders. On chest day, I do the cap, okay, so the middle of the delt. I do side laterals with dumbbells and cables. And on back day, I hit the rear delt, and I do exercises with dumbbells and cables for the rear delt. And that's it. I don't train the front. The reason why I don't train the front delt is because I think it gets a lot of work with chest, and I think it actually gets overworked when you have a dedicated shoulder day. And the other thing is, when you look at it, most of my chest routine does favor incline press, because everybody has a developed middle and bottom chest once they start working out, but the problem that people have is the upper chest. That's what they're lacking, so I concentrate on that. And when you're doing upper chest, you're putting even more work into the front of the delt. So I had to work the front delt, and it really kind of streamlines things, because when you do chest, you're just going to add that very quick, takes maybe 15 minutes worth of work on the shoulder with side laterals. And when you do back, and I like doing the rear delt with back because it sort of ties in. The rear delt is sort of right there by the back. It's already getting work to a degree, so it's real synergistic. But here's the routine exactly. Day 1 is chest with side delts. Day 2 is back with rear delts. Day 3 is arms, which is biceps and triceps. And day 4 is legs, which is quads, hamstrings. We put the calves in there with legs, and we don't neglect nothing. The abs I like to do with back because I feel like it ties in nicely. And everything in my workout routine is tied in nicely. All the exercises are in an exact format, and it makes sense. It's well thought out. They're put in a specific order. And I think that's why it's so successful. So it takes 4 days to get through the program. I don't give you dedicated off days. Not that I don't think you should have them. I think you should figure those out yourself. So it's a 4-day split. You can go through the body in 4 days. Anywhere in there that you need to take a day off, you take a day off. If you do all 4 days and want to take a day off on the 5th day, you take a day off there. But here's the point. If, especially once you get going a couple weeks into the program and you're not getting really sore anymore because you've adapted to a degree, if you want to hit the 4 days and go and repeat it, you can. And here's the thing. If you're able to do the 4 days and repeat another 4 days, you come 1 day short, only 1 day short of hitting each body part twice a week. So I think it's really an ideal routine. Excellent routine. How we do things on the app is progressive overload. So for the first 3 weeks, the app's going to show you how you're going to bring your numbers up each week, progressively overloading for 3 weeks straight. Every 4th week, we do a deloading week. Why do we do a deloading week? 2 reasons. Rest and recovery, that's number 1, okay? We don't want to overtrain, and we want to keep the mental focus right. More importantly is keeping the injuries away. I believe by having a deloading week every 4th week, it keeps the injuries away. What is a deloading week? You're going to do 50 to 60% of your normal numbers, and you're going to reduce the volume too. So you're going to reduce the amount of sets and the actual intensity down to 50 to 60%. You're going to take it easy. And by doing this, you're resting and recovering. I think the problem that most people have and why they have the inevitable injury is if they just keep trying to go up, 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 up like this, you're eventually, the injury's coming. So we do 3 weeks of this, progressive overload, and then every 4th week, we plane out with that deloading week. And we do that religiously every 4 weeks. And I believe that is the reason why I've never had a major injury or tear. So it's a 4-day split. It's a 12-week program of progressive overload. It's all laid out. And like I said earlier in the video, it's not done at 12 weeks. This program can take you out for quite a long time. In the 13th week, you're going to go back at week 1. You're going to go back to week 1, and you're going to tweak your numbers just a little bit higher, and you're going to do it all over again. And that's how you continuously have success. That's how we put on the size, the definition, and we don't stale out. So guys, check out my program. Go to trainwitheddy.fit. Like I said, it's $14.99, so less than $15. You get everything you need, and that is a one-time fee, guys. Check it out.